Hey y'all, Chance Priest here, going to do a quick film review. I'm sitting down, and I don't like to do nothing sitting down hardly, especially not no film review. But I watched a movie the other night, not before last, and it's so dang good, and I don't want to forget. I want to do a film review above it, and I don't want to mess it all up and forget, because I've done that so many times, and then, I got like, hell, I got to watch the damn movie again. So, this is The Little Dragon Maiden. And one thing cool is it's on Netflix right now, so you can all go and watch it. Everybody got Netflix, right? Man, this thing is a trip. I've never used a drug in my life, so I really don't know what it's all about. I don't want to know, but pretty sure this is what LSD is like, okay? This movie is it's got a lot of classic kung fu. It's just straight up wushu goodness, and you kind of get this feeling right from the start. This ain't going to be your typical. I think this thing's also called The Brave Archer. So if you've seen The Brave Archer, you've seen. I think that is the case. But anyway, it's got like I say, you're just excellent kung fu all through it. You got some weirdness going on right at that, because there's a guy that masters, he's called Toad, he masters Toad Kung Fu. I am going to give you some spoilers because I want you to see it. And he walks on his hands everywhere, and he's an old man, and that's pretty impressive. And he hops around like a toad, and and of course he's just really bad to the bone too. He does eat a puppy in this film. Which I love dogs, but man, it was just wild. It's so like, woo, man, that thing's crazy. It really should be renamed. If I was naming this, I'd say that I'd call it the kung fu hobo that fell in love. That's what I'd call it, because it's like a little hobo guy, and he goes around and he's just learning kung fu from everybody and getting pissed on by the world, So it's this, and he finally just kind of lucks into, lucks into goodness, as he goes, and he either screws it up for himself or by circumstances gets it screwed up. Anyway, so there's all this magical stuff. So I love when they put magic in kung fu movies, but if it's Shaw Brothers and it's got magic in it, it's going to be whacked out magic. I mean, it ain't going to be nothing that we've seen over here in America. So anyway, so lots of magic. The dragon girl, they call her the Little Dragon Maiden. She's not little, she's 20-something years old. But anyway, probably, beside my wife, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And of course, kung fu mastery, sword mastery, just freaking awesome, just ridiculous good. Great scenes, great fighting. Oh no, if you're looking for CG perfectness, get out of town, man. This is the real deal. People on ropes, can't see the ropes. Anyway, it's just so good. And then, you got all this mysticism and craziness, and it's highs and lows. This movie's big time highs and lows, and the love story. Most love stories in the Chinese movies, in the Hong Kong Kung Fu Shaw Brothers movies, I don't get. I'm like, pretty lame. Like, it's pretty. I mean, unless you get into the really, really ones that are tooled for love story. The Kung Fu movies, it's usually just not all that lovey. This one is, man. I love the way they fell in love. It's so good. Just some of the weirdness, falling in love in a tomb. Living in a tomb. Well, I mean, there's just so much violence and awesomeness. It's really great. Let me just kick it to the guys out there who watch me that love kaiju. There is a man in suit kaiju, giant kaiju. He's giant for what he's supposed to be. He's a giant condor. And if you want to get into weirdness, this condor teaches kung fu. So, weirdness, awesome. Ends great, like most of them. Seems like it ended about a minute before it's supposed to. But anyway, great movie. Really, just like, I mean, you'll get into it, and I'd say even if you don't really like most kung fu movies, you like that movie. You love this movie. It just had so much neatness and wildness. You just can't go wrong. Big time thumbs up on this one. Big victories. Big victory on this movie. Loved it. And I can't believe, I actually think I own it, but I've never seen it. I think I have a disc. I tell people this little story. I went to a flea market one day, and the guys, you know how at the flea market you get there, you're early and people are unloading. Well, he put a giant tub up on the deal, and it was level full. It had 52 or 58, I can't remember, DVDs, all Shaw Brothers, when they started making them real, when they remastered them and everything. And I was like, man, and all his DVDs were like, I think $3 or $2. He goes, oh, those are foreign movies, man. You know, we're in Texas, brother. So he's like, them old foreign Chinese movies. He goes, man, I'll take, $2 a piece on those. I said, what about all of them? He said, give me $40. So I said, okay, so it was just, so I was real happy. So anyway, and he's a good friend of mine. But I was so happy to get him. It really wasn't about the deal. It was a great deal, but it was about the what I got. Oh man, so good. Anyway, I get off on stories. Anyway, watch Little Dragon Maiden on Netflix. You won't be sorry. And if you are sorry, then I guess don't watch any more of my film reviews, because you won't like nothing that I like. So there.